Welcome back. Well, for some people, Lake Superior is a place for fun and recreation. For others, it's a place of work and livelihood. And for a few others, it's there to research. Fox 21 photojournalist Adam Jagunich spent the day on the water, and here's more about the people trying to learn more about this great lake.
In on the activities. We'll be doing some water sampling, I believe.
It's a warm and calm start to a late May day in Superior. For the research vessel Blue Heron, it's ideal weather to get out on the water and do some heavy lifting.
We are headed out the Superior entry this morning on our way to a set of sites about 15 kilometers, 10 or 15 miles up the shore to recover some gear that we left there last October on purpose, and to deploy a set of meteorology buoys.
UMD professor Jay Austin says the buoys are put out every spring. They will transmit to shore in real time various weather and water measurements, such as wind speed, wind direction, and wave height.
We have sensors that measure the amount of sunlight, the amount of infrared radiation coming down that might heat up the lake. We have chains of temperature sensors that will be attached to the tethers that'll measure temperature at a bunch of different depths.
As the summer buoys are put in place, the platforms used over the winter are recovered. For the past 15 years, the Large Lakes Observatory has used them to keep collecting data year-round.
And so the platform that's been out there, the sort of water quality parameters, understanding the biology and chemistry of the lake, we've had an instrument that's been recording that information once an hour since last October.
It's not just the observatory that uses what the buoys and platforms measure and record.
It's used by scientists to understand what the meteorology over the lake is, so we can understand how the lake might be responding. The data is ported to a handful of national repositories.
Some UMD students, such as Caitlin Bodenheimer, are among those crunching the data.
I am studying the relationship between winter heat content and summer stratification in Lake Superior. Basically, Lake Superior is warming up throughout the years, and I'm studying where that starts in the cycle. This
was the first time Bodenheimer was on the Blue Heron. She welcomed the chance to see up close the instruments that are gathering the information for her research.
There's a degree of separation when you're just working in the lab with stuff numbers that are thrown at you. It helps to put a picture to it.
Professor Austin always welcomes students to take part in these voyages, helping them get a closer look at what they are studying.
Other students are just starting their research careers and having an opportunity to see the equipment but also talk to the people who are doing this work is really beneficial for them.
Overall, the efforts by everyone on the Blue Heron continue the long scientific journey of trying to understand our planet and all its water resources.
But freshwater, I think, is really important to study and understand and preserve. As we're coming into the age of climate change and all that sort of stuff, it's clear that water is really important.
The hope is that the work done on this day will help people understand Lake Superior better and make sure it remains as it has been for thousands of years in the future.
We're exploring the fundamentals of how the lakes work. That information is really important to inform other people about how to do things like management and restoration. We know remarkably little about it. There's still a lot of things we'd like to understand about how the lake works.
With photojournalist Adam Jagunich, Rusty Mehlberg, Fox 21 Local News.